Hi guys! In this video, we'll review a rising residential proxy service that's been claiming to be the alternative of the legendary 911 proxy. So, let's take a look at PIA Proxy. You can see that on their website, they've compared themselves with 911 proxy to show their advantages. However, despite their declaration, whether they can compare to 911 can only be found through testing. PIA Proxy provides 4 packages that are priced based on IP quantity, including Popular Plan offering rotating residential proxies, Enterprise Plan offering static residential proxies, Static IP Plan offering private static residential proxies. The IP live duration is up to 24 hours. Dedicated Static Proxies Plan offering private static residential proxies. The IP live duration is as long as your subscription. The more you buy, the cheaper the price is. That being said, for the first-time purchase, it's always a good idea to buy in small quantities to test if it suits your needs. Now I will show you how to get a new PIA Proxy IP. First of all, download the PIA Proxy app. Choose the OS that is compatible with your device. You can see that the interface is similar to 911 and 922 proxy. Here you can see the local IP section. This is your real IP address. At the local proxy section, you can choose any of these 3 options. The 127.0.0.1 local host, or so-called loopback address, can be used to replace other host addresses. I will choose this host and replace it with the local host later. Next, choose the location you want. Since I will test the IP by logging into my Instagram and TikTok account, I will choose the location that is closest to my previous IP. To get a new IP, you need to right-click, then choose Forward Port to Proxy and choose a free port. This way you can forward one IP at a time. If you want to get many IPs simultaneously, you can choose the option below. But first, go to the Setting tab to change the begin port and port number according to your needs. Here I will choose 2 ports, meaning that I will forward 2 IPs at a time. Back to the proxy list and forward port. Click Port Forward List to see your IPs. First, I will set up the proxy I just got from PIA Proxy in my browser. I'm using HideMyac Anti-Detect browser to avoid being detected by websites. Click here to create a new profile. At the Proxy tab, choose your proxy, SOCKS5 connection type, and paste the proxy from PIA Proxy here. Click Check Proxy to see whether the IP address is still active. As I've mentioned earlier, you can replace this host with the local host 127.0.0.1. You can see this IP address is active. Click Create and run a new browser with it. As the default URL of the profile is IP Fighter homepage, you can quickly check all the information about the IP and browser fingerprint here. IP Fighter rates this proxy 75/100. Click More to see why. You can see that the proxy is currently blacklisted by several websites. However, if the specific website you intend to use it on has not blacklisted the proxy, it should still be usable. Based on the problems that IP Fighters detected, you can consider whether the proxy is suitable for you. You'll notice in the VPN/proxy section that the result is a big no, which means this IP address is not being flagged as a proxy. Consequently, it is recognized as originating from an actual user. But if it said yes, then it would be marked as a proxy IP address, and websites would know it's not coming from a regular user. Keep in mind that not all residential proxies you've purchased will necessarily go unnoticed as proxy IP addresses. So, don't forget to double-check them. Next, you can access What is My IP to check the IP HOIs and IP speed. Here you can see the information of the person who registered this IP address. Check if the address matches the location of your proxy. If it doesn't, then the web might suspect your IP's real location. Check the IP speed by choosing Internet Speed Test. Here is the speed of this proxy. Now I will use the PIA Proxy IP to log into my previously registered Facebook and Instagram account to see if they get suspended or flagged. I will log into my Instagram account first. So my Instagram account has been logged in smoothly. And next let's try with my TikTok account. As you can see, I can't log into my account. Let's try with another proxy from Pia Proxy. You can see that the CAPTCHA continuously appears. So proxies that I got from Pia Proxy aren't able to log into my TikTok account. How about signing up for a new account? CAPTCHA again. Well, it seems like we won't be able to register a new account with this proxy. Finally, let's try logging into my TikTok account using a proxy from another provider. You can see that I've successfully signed in. So the issue lies with the proxy rather than the account itself. Therefore, anyone who wants to work with TikTok accounts should consider carefully when using Pia Proxy. That's all my experiences with Pia Proxy. If you find this video helpful, hit like and subscribe to get notified about my upcoming videos. If you have any further questions, you can contact the IP Fighter team via Facebook or Twitter. Good luck and see you next time.